Hey, my name is David Shrinka, and first of all, I want to get back into making YouTube videos. I made one back in the midst of lockdown, and I promised myself that I would get back into making weekly videos. That was a promise to myself that I made at the start of lockdown that kind of never went true. But nonetheless, we move, and I'm gonna start doing it again. With the whole idea that I'm gonna get better, learn a little bit more about the craft of cinematography and filmmaking, as well as getting better at making YouTube videos too. The 4:3 aspect ratio, I did not realize that's what we watched when we had those big block square TVs. I did not understand that's what we were watching TV on. So when I saw it, like years later, especially after I got into filmmaking, I was like, oh, this is cool. The black bars aren't on top there by the side. So when I first saw it, I didn't understand what made that aspect ratio so interesting to me. It wasn't until I got into filmmaking and I began to understand the other aspects of filmmaking, story, character, how the film looks, when the way a cinematographer lights and chooses his equipment to go along with the project, go along with the right type of project. And the more and more I got into the 4:3 aspect ratio, the more and more I understood that it seemed that these ratios were being chosen for a certain type of film, and those films were the ones that focused on character, that focused on one or group, a small group, people that we're trying to frame, that we're trying to get an understanding of. For me, it made me feel like I was in the film, beside them, experiencing the same things that the character was feeling. It nearly felt sort of like a first-person shooter, like you were right beside them, right behind them. And it made me want to make more 4:3 type films. I want to do this all the time. But my fear was as well that by shooting a lot of things 4:3, it might turn into a gimmick. It might seem like, oh, he's just doing it, to look different, or, so on and whatever. And I don't believe that's the case. I really don't. I do want to focus on making a certain type of film for certain type of stories, and I feel those stories would really suit the 4:3 aspect ratio. That's why I love the 4:3 aspect ratio. It's really, really cool. I would like to delve deeper into the real, real meanings, the real, like why other aspect ratio were used, what's the difference between 16:9 and 1.85, and obviously I get CinemaScope and Panavision and all these different things, and there's just some, especially now, with the bigger our screens are, and then also the smaller our screens are, I think 4:3, for me anyway, there's definitely a future for it, and it can definitely do some really cool things. But yeah, tell me what you think about 4:3. I know this is a short one, but I wanted to start off nice and easy, and I wanted to start off with my opinions, because I think most of this is going to be my opinions. I'm by no means an expert. I don't think anyone's ever an expert, but I'm definitely the furthest from expert status. I'm the furthest from expert status at the moment, but I definitely want to get better, and I definitely want to learn, and I feel by partaking in this, I have intentions to talk to other creators and other DPs and other filmmakers that can show their wisdom and, something that we can all learn from. I feel like filmmaking sometimes can be quite a club. It can be so welcoming and so open, but I also feel like you get that it's a club. Like, you know, you can't come in. It's only for this certain type of people. And it would be my dream to kind of stop that, and you know, let more people, if they want to work hard and they generally want to learn and impact the world through their own ways. It'd be really cool if give people that opportunity that wouldn't generally usually have that opportunity. I'm kind of rambling here, but thank you for listening, and I promise you there will be one in the near future, and it'll be probably better planned and more in focus. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I wonder if I died with tears come to her eyes. But nah, you wouldn't understand. I reached my peak, I can't speak. Call my nigga Cheek, tell him that I
Got Blue
was
on the
weak.
track.